Hi, it's Aubrey again, and today we have vlog number 8. Sorry for the background noise, I couldn't find anywhere more quieter to be. So we read four pieces this week, and let's just get right into them. We'll start with an argument for being a poser. So this reading was simple and interesting. The author, Liz Armstrong, makes the claim that we are all posers because we all decide who we are based on by the actions of others, more or less. So our style is things that we see on others and like to put on ourselves. And she basically makes the argument that we allow style to determine who we are as people, as opposed to letting our personalities determine our style. We're all really unique people, and no person is really the same as another, yet we put ourselves in these boxes of like style, whether it's personality, physical style, musical style, and instead of really just being the different people that we are, because no two person is really the same. Next, we had the N-word is flourishing among Generation Hip Hop Latinos. Why should we care now? So, this article goes over the fact that the N-word, a word we know to be highly discriminative in its history, is used heavily among Latinos in today's modern age. The author simply goes over the history of the word, and why it's such a terrible word with such terrible history. You know, we're talking about the terrors of slavery and all the discriminative actions that came with the N-word. And the author talks about the importance of remembering that history, despite the fact that it has become somehow a casual use word among certain groups of people. And even if it is being normalized in those ways, it's important that we not forget its history and its pain and its, its attachment to mistreatment and what the word really did. The next one that we read, that was The End of White America. This article was interesting to me. I don't really understand what side of things the author was arguing, or if they were favoring either side at all. They talked about the fact that minorities in America continue to grow in numbers and could very well outnumber Caucasian people, and I guess the point of this article was to say that white people are often blamed for the history of wrongdoings unto minorities, yet they'll be outnumbered eventually. I don't quite understand why these two things were related. Are white people blamed for the wrongdoings onto minorities sometimes? Yes. Are the numbers of minorities growing in America? Yes. I still don't understand why these things really relate. Going off the title of the article, being White America, maybe the idea is that white America is on its way out because white people are not liked very much among minorities because they're blamed for the wrongdoings and mistreatment. So once they outnumber the white people in America, the tables will be turned. I don't really understand. I doubt this, as I don't really see people attempting that kind of revenge for historical wrongdoings, though I guess I could be wrong. It just doesn't really seem likely, and maybe I really just misread the piece, but I didn't really get it, and if that was the point they were trying to make, then I don't really like it, because I feel like that's kind of just like assuming a negative reaction for a negative thing that happened before. So I don't really know. And then the last article the last piece that we read was the sports taboo. This was interesting because this is an interesting read, and I think that was Gladwell's intent. The use of taboo in the title tells me that he knows he's talking about something that often other people avoid to talk about, which is race in sports, and more specifically, his own opinion that Black people are better athletes. With this statement comes a lot of discussion on whether it's a scientific thing or other reasons. But despite his opinion, however, he goes on to explain how when it is all said and done, hard work is the best way to become a best athlete. So I think his point is that physical attributes that one does not have control of, including, size and just natural athletic ability can make someone a more gifted athlete, but it's the guy who works the hardest and wants it the most that's going to find the most success. That was all for reading through this week. Thank you. Bye.